Hey, religious jokes, you say? I got a couple of those. And take a listen to this. One Sunday evening, the preacher was giving the sermon at church, and he was all into it. He said, "Stand up, all those who want to go to heaven." Of course, everyone stood up immediately. Now he said, "Sit down." They all sat down. Now he said, "Now stand up, all those who want to go to hell." One person stood up in the middle of the church. He looked at him and said, "Son, do you want to go to hell?" And the one guy said, "Of course not, Father, but I didn't like to see you standing there by yourself." All right, how about this one? This Catholic boy said to this Jewish boy, "Our parish priest knows much more than your rabbi." And the Jewish boy said, "Of course he does, because you tell him everything." Let's see. Oh, this one. I love this one. There was this man. He was on his deathbed, the very last hours of his life, and he called in his son and he said, "I want you to get me the Protestant minister." His son said, "Are you mad? You're a Catholic. Why would you want the Protestant minister?" He said, "I want the Protestant minister." And the son said, "But Dad, you can't. You're a Catholic." He said, "It's my dying wish. Get me the Protestant minister." Well, what can you do? So the son went, got the Protestant minister. The Protestant minister came and converted him. Yep, he's a Protestant now. And his old preacher came running in when he heard the news, and he said, "My God, man, were you out of your mind? A good Catholic all your life, and then suddenly on your deathbed, you become a Protestant. Why would you do that?" And the old man said, "Well, if someone had to go, it's better to be one of them than one of us." And okay, I got one more. There was this television program where it's for children, and kids come on the show and they're asked questions, and they give a prize to the most intelligent child on this program. So the MC is there, and he says, "All right, everyone, now here's the question. Who was the greatest man who ever lived?" And the first child he asked said, "Sir, it was Leonardo da Vinci." And he said, "No, it's a pretty good answer, but he wasn't the greatest man who ever lived." So we went to the next child. The child said it was Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone. And the MC said, "Yeah, also a very good answer, but not quite what I was looking for." Then he goes over to this Jewish kid, and the Jewish kid says, "Sir, it was St. Patrick." And of course, he ended up winning. Now, after the show, they said, the staff from the MC were all meeting up, and they said, "It's very unusual for a Jewish child to say St. Patrick. Why would you say that?" And the Jewish boy said, "Well, deep in my heart, I know it was Moses, but business is business."